Real estate is not just interesting, it is essential. Did you know that the real estate industry shapes 16 to 18% of the United States economy? That is huge. That's why we always hear negative news about real estate. Now, what we hear in the news is the market is softening, prices are declining, etc., etc. And I always stress over the fact that the more data that you have and the more information that you know, the better decisions that you can make for yourself. Let's look at the data and the number that I have from the California Association of Realtors. And today I will go over the median sale prices in California. Then I will go over the sellers and the buyers activity. Then I will talk about the asking price versus the sale price ratio. And that will tell you where does the real estate industry stands right now. Let's go over the numbers now. In this graph here, we can see that the median sale price is $900,170. Month over month, we can see that there is a slight decline in price of 1%, and year over year, again, a very slight decline of 0.9%. Also, in this graph here, I would like to go over sale prices over the last decade, and that will show us exactly where are home prices now. In this graph here, you can see that values increased 50% only since 2020 and nearly tripled in price since post-recession lows. And what does that tell us? It does show that homeowners do have a very good amount of equity in their homes. Even with a slight decrease in values by 1%, that is nothing compared to the huge increase in equity over the last decade. In the next graph, it will show us the activity of the buyers versus the sellers. As of April of 2025, there was 1,943,000 sellers, 669, and 1,453,000 buyers, 628. So there were nearly 500,000 more U.S. home sellers than U.S. home buyers. And this shows that there are more inventory out there for buyers. There are more options for them to pick from. And I will tell you from my everyday experience looking at homes with buyers, yes, there is more inventory and more homes for sale, but the nice homes that buyers want to buy are not that many, and they do fly off the market and for a full value. In this coming graph, we will go over the asking price versus the sale price since 2020. Historically, here we can see that between 2020 to 2022, many homes sold at 103% to 105% of the asking price. And in 2023, homes sold between 98% to 99% of the asking price. And in 2025, home sale prices have stabilized at 100%. What does this data and information tell us? It does say that over the last 3 years, the inventory was very low. That's why we had multiple offers and bidding wars. Now the market is normalizing and there is more options for buyers. Home sellers that price their homes to sell and prepare them to shine do sell their home for a full value, but the homes that are overpriced do sit on the market and see price reductions. We are in a very active real estate market, and there is a lot of qualified home buyers ready to buy homes. This is Heba Rayan. I am a realtor with Coldwell Banker in Danville in the East Bay, and I was a previous real estate appraiser. If you have any questions about your local market, feel free to contact me.